Okay guys, so we're gonna go in with the first one, and the first one is sleep hygiene. Master the art of sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene is going to bed at a certain time and waking up at a certain time, and you want to aim to do this at least 6 times a week, 5 times at the minimum. And I say this because at least on a Sunday you need to prepare yourself for the week ahead. So if you're going to bed late, that ain't gonna work. And it's almost not just about going to bed late. Sleep hygiene is almost about allowing your body to create, not allowing your body to force your body to have a sleep and wake cycle. So there's one thing that I need to work on myself. I've been getting there, and you know, some days are better than others, but it's all about just keep on trying. But sleep hygiene is so important, guys. If you are tired, if you haven't had enough sleep, if you've had broken sleep, this is going to be detrimental to your progression, to your success, to you reaching your goals, to everything, guys. You want to aim for at least 7 to 8 hours sleep. 8 hours sleep for me is like so sweet. Like if I have 8 hours sleep, like I am thriving. So I think like 7 hours is definitely the minimum, especially if you're a woman, because we have, well, men have hormones too, but we have so many other things going on in our body that men do not have, and we need to make sure that we are having enough sleep in order to keep hormones balanced, to keep energy levels up, for brain function, for so many other purposes. But you guys just make sure that you're having enough sleep, and try and limit your blue screens 2 hours before a bed. I know it's hard, and me too, guys. I love a good scroll. I love a good scroll on TikTok as well. And YouTube, whatever, just in general, it could be anywhere. But yeah, try and limit the amount of screen time you're having, just because that really stimulates your mind before you sleep. And if your mind is too overstimulated, trust me, you are going to find it very hard to sleep. Staying away from people and places that do not serve you. This one has been hard for me, child. Now I am really sitting comfortably in this season of my life where I am staying away from people and places that do not serve me. And that means bad friends, it could be bad family, just any bad company that just makes you feel so crappy. Maybe people that don't respect you, maybe people that are influencing you to do certain things that you don't want to do, that are having a detrimental impact upon your life. I used to hang around with a lot of people that would drink throughout the week, the weekend, and this would affect me getting up for work the next day. This would affect me just for getting up and doing my usual routine, feeling hungover. Like this, it used to affect me, not just the alcohol side of things, but in general, feeling not valued in that environment. I had certain friends that didn't respect me, and it took me a long time to just say, do you know what, goodbye, I don't need you, and learn to be in my own company, learn to do things by myself. You do not need people to feel like you can have fun. Yes, nobody wants to be alone, whether that's with a romantic partner or with a friend. Nobody wants to do things all the time on their own. But let me tell you, at the start, it may be a few nights and maybe a few days that you are on your own, until you find a group of people or a person that can respect you, that can love you, that can reciprocate the respect. Because to me, respect is key, and that is the baseline of any sort of relationship, whether it be a romantic or just a normal friendship. If you don't have respect in any of your relationships, child, you ain't having that friendship, that relationship is over. Like, that is doomed right from the start. And when I talk about the places, the people and the places, I'm talking about going to places where you know you're going to see these type of people. Even if it's not people you know, it could be people that you just know are going to be at certain places that are not going to respect you. They're going to maybe put you in an awkward predicament where they're going to try and wind you up, and then you have to react if you're a very reactive person. I'm not one for reacting, but I'm definitely one which I'm learning now, that kind of soaks up energy. So if I'm somewhere where someone has bad energy towards me, they may not say anything. I'm very sensitive towards that energy, and if I feel that energy, that destroys my night, it makes me feel off the next day, maybe 2-3 days afterwards. I'm thinking about, why would she be acting like that? Why would he be acting like that? Why would I feel this way? Like, so many questions and feelings and emotions are going around in my head, and for me, that is a no-go area. So staying away from places that you know you're not respected or valued in is another thing that is so important, guys, for your growth, for you to reach your goals, for you to meet other people that might be like-minded like you. You need to stay away from old friendships, from old romantic relationships that are not serving you anymore. Stay away from them. It is difficult to start. Like I said, it's just now, after I would say nearly 2 years, I'm sitting comfortably in this era of my life. And I don't want to say era because I'm not going back there. So I don't want to say like, oh, eventually I'm going to come out of this era and I'm going to go back to those people. No. I don't know what way to put it, but I'm just sitting at a comfortable place where I do not need those people, and I don't need those places to have fun. Like, I just don't. Guys, in leveling up your life is to set goals and start finding your purpose. It has taken me a long time to realize what my purpose is, and it's been staring me right in the face all along. It's been staring me right in the face all along. I knew it right from the start. The spirit has been calling me, and yeah, I knew it right from the start, but I guess it just, something didn't click in my head. I guess those people, those places, those situations I was getting myself into was a big distraction for me and was hindering my growth and my development. But guys, you want to set goals, whether they're just small goals, and I would say definitely start off small. Start off with something, I don't know, for example, if you've always wanted to be a nurse, for example, start off by finding a short course in nursing. Or I say short, but like, there's only mainly I don't know, guys, I'm finding it hard to find an example. But yeah, just set small goals so that you can work towards them. I have in the past always set myself big goals, and I'm just like, no, it's now or never, it's everything or nothing. And I think that is where I actually go wrong, because when you set yourself these massive, restrictive, I don't want to say they're unattainable, but like very just big goals, it makes it very daunting. And if you don't meet them, you beat yourself up. If you're one like me, you will beat yourself up about it, and then you just end up doing nothing. So set yourself a small goal to work towards. If you okay, let's just use weight loss for example. If your goal is to lose 10 pounds in this year, for example, set yourself a goal of just eating 1 piece of vegetable a day. Start off like that. You need to find goals that are obtainable for you in the near future. I mean, next month you can obtain these goals, and this will really make you feel motivated to reach another goal, and then another goal, and then eventually you've got your bigger picture. And when you're ready, you make your bigger picture goal, but it might not be now. It might just be, you know what you want to do in the future, so you need to work towards that. If you want to be a bodybuilder, you know you need to eat better, you know you need to work out more, so it might just be signing up for the gym. So those type of things are what I'm talking about when I say working towards small goals. Now, when we talk about finding our purpose, guys, finding your purpose may not come to you for a little while. I am 34 this year, and I feel like it is just, the penny has just dropped for me. Like I said, this has been staring at me right there in my face for a very long time, but it takes a long time for the penny to drop. It takes a long time. It will, some people, they get it straight away. I don't want to say everybody, and I don't want to say for you it will take a long time, because yours could come tomorrow. You don't know, it could come next week. But for me, it has taken quite a long time for me to realize that, you know, what my purpose is and what I want to do in life. So yeah, but I do believe finding and setting goals is what is going to make you work towards your purpose. And don't put too much pressure on yourself to have it all figured out, to know what is my purpose, what is my purpose. Oh, I have to know, and if I don't know, then everything's not going to go right. No, if you think that way, child, you would never ever find your purpose, because you're going to be here, there and everywhere. And take it from me, it has happened to me, because I am one, well, now I'm learning how, I have learned how that I don't need to know everything. I don't need to know how it's all going to work out. I believe God, our creator, the universe, will always work out things for the best of us. We do not need to have it worked out, because we have a higher being that is always there for us, that is always guiding us, protecting us, and making sure things work out for the best. And even if you don't believe in a creator, you don't believe in energy and the universe, if you solely believe that things will work out for you, trust and believe they will work out for you. The next thing we're going to speak about is movement and healthy physical daily habits that you need to incorporate. Physical exercise, whether it be the gym, whether it be yoga, any type of fitness class, even just walking, is not only good for your physical health, but is so, and I'm sure you guys have heard it, it is good for, excellent for your mental health. I do have a dog, so I'm constantly walking, and I have been such a big walker from when I was younger. My grandma, I would say my mum, but my grandma, my auntie, they literally would make me walk for miles and miles and miles and miles every time. So my body is quite used to walking for health reasons. So I do find that yes, it probably keeps me in a maintenance for health reasons, but I need to do more for my mental health, because I'm very used to walking. So find out what exercise regime you can incorporate in your daily routine. Don't make it complicated. I'm sure, or if you are trying to be a bodybuilder, that's fine, but I can imagine a lot of people that are watching this is not. So make it be that maybe 3 times a week you go to the gym, twice a week, just once a week for now, and incorporate walking. You don't have to, I know there's a lot of, especially now, a lot of gym girlies that are going to the gym 5, 6, 7 times a week or working out. Don't let them put extra pressure on you. If you can only manage once a week for the next 5 weeks or for the next 4 weeks, start off with that once a week, and on the other days walk. But I do believe, and I know that it is paramount to your development and for your progression in life, to move your body every single day. Even if it's a 10-minute walk in the morning and a 10-minute walk in the evening, move your body. You will feel so much better physically and mentally. And I guess this point kind of brings me on to my next point, which is healthy eating. I have when I was much younger, I would say diets and losing weight and being skinny was a big part of my life, and I was obsessed with being skinny. And it was more so because of how other people made me feel, and how I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, no, I need to be skinny, and only skinny is good. And it was just so restricting to me. And now, yes, I do have some weeks I have more good days than bad days in terms of my eating habits, but I always incorporate vegetables and water in my diet, guys. Even if you want to just incorporate those 2 things, it is going to make a massive difference in your health, in your energy levels. Water, supplements and vegetables, incorporate those 3 things into your diet, and that will really help you. Also, another thing is find out what your weakness is, because that's what I did. That's what I did. And rice is mine. Like, guys, I could eat rice every single day, like every single day of the week. But I know that rice is not good for me because I don't just have a little bit, I have a lot. So whatever, yours might be bread. So if you know you eat a lot of bread, limit your bread to once a day and 2 to 3 slices. Just making these small changes will make a massive difference in, even if it's not for weight loss purposes, but energy levels. Certain foods make you feel very depleted, very lacking in energy, very like just very sluggish. So find out what your weakness is and try and work from there. Guys, I hope you're still with me now because this is a long video. I know it's going to be a long video. So I hope you're still with me. Grab a coffee, pause the video, grab a coffee, a tea, or whatever you drink, and come back because, guys, I'm putting you on to all of the things that I have done in my life to level up, I'm not trying to say I'm nowhere perfect right now, guys, but I'm definitely getting there. I'm definitely getting there, and these are the things that I've definitely incorporated. Stop engaging in negative conversations with other people, whether it's about yourself, whether it's about that person you're actually speaking to, whether it's about somebody else that you guys are gossiping about. Stop doing it. This is very bad energy. It's very bad karmic energy. It's just very bad in general. And I heard once before that whatever you say about somebody else, you are actually saying it about yourself. So if you think of it that way, that will actually stop you from saying things about other people. It's very easy to say, oh, this person is like this person is like that, because you feel crappy about maybe something they've done or said to you. But this will really change your narrative and the way you think and the way you interact and the energy that you give off and bring out to the universe. This will really change it. Stop talking negative about other people, and especially about yourself. Especially about yourself. It's very important about other people, but especially about yourself. The moment you sit there and say, oh, I'm so like this, or I'm so like that, or I hate this about my house, or I hate that about myself, you will actually put that energy out into the universe, and you're only going to get that same back. Guys, you will hear me speak a lot about energy and our creator and other things that are very spiritual, because I am a spiritual person and I do believe in these things. So just take it with a pinch of salt if you are not a spiritual person, if you maybe do not believe in a creator or our creator. But what I'm trying to say, guys, and I think if you don't believe now, you will believe one day, that anything we put out into the universe, we are going to get it back. So if you're sitting there gossiping about someone else, or gossiping about yourself, or feeling bad about yourself, you're only going to get that back, whether it's through other people, other places. Guys, we are living in such a beautiful time where the internet is, you know, just at our fingertips, and so much information is at our fingertips. So I'm sure you guys have heard all about karmic energy or just normal energy. So if you haven't, do some research and you will see that whatever you put out is going to come back to you. So that is one very, very good thing that I have also implemented. I am not trying to sit here and say I'm perfect. There's been times when someone, you know, even in the past 6 months has annoyed me, and I've gone and said something like, I can't believe this person would do this, blah, 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 blah. But I've caught myself because I realised that it is making me feel worse than what I already feel. It's better to let that energy go. And another thing that I've come to realize is when people do bad things or say bad things, it is a true, let me tell you this, it is a true reflection of how they feel about their self. Nobody that is happy, nobody that is feeling good about their self or their life will say or do bad things to other people. Let me tell you that. They do not, people that are happy and thriving in life wouldn't even bother. They would not bother. So keep that, take that, hold it, and think about it in your head. It is a true reflection. Keep saying it to yourself. It's just a true reflection of how they feel about their self. And that's all I think about the person. If someone says something bad, if I, you know, read a bad comment online or whatever, I just think it's a true reflection of how they feel about their self. So I guess my next point kind of runs through to what I'm about to say, which is about not consuming negative content, whether that's through social media, whether that's through the television, the radio, when you're driving to work, through work, or wherever you're going. Do not consume negative content. Your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose are all windows to your soul, to your being, to your energy. So when you're consuming negative content, whether you're listening to it or looking at it, this is feeding into your energy. And yes, we are talking about energy again, guys, because the world works on energy. All of this you're seeing right now, me moving, talking, is all energy. So you want to know and really be very intuitive about what you are listening to, what you are reading, what you are watching. It is all, and listening to, and that goes back to the negative conversations. Be very, very careful, guys. I do not watch the news anymore, and I haven't watched the news for years. There's been times where I'm watching a program and the news kind of comes on in the background and I'm like, nope, turn it over, because it makes me feel so bad. And like I said, I'm one of those people that are very, very sensitive towards energy. I'm sensitive towards, if I hear, I mean, a lot of people are probably like this as well, but if I hear a bad story on the news about a child, about a person, that something bad happened, that could really just kill my energy for that whole evening. And yeah, I'm just so off. And if I'm off, I'm going to take that energy and be moving around, whether that's going out with it, whether that's being in the house with it, and it literally just puts me off so much. I know we all need to be in tune with what is happening in the world, but with social media, with other things, we're up to date. I'm definitely up to date, so I know what is going on in the world, but I do not consume the news how I used to. I used to be one that would watch the news in the morning, in the evening, sometimes in the afternoon, and quite frankly, it's really not good for your energy. So guys, just be very, very careful with what you're, again, listening to, what you're looking at, what you're reading. Like, all of these things, very, very important. Next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is gratitude. I feel like gratitude has brought me to where I am today, and I know I'm not at my destination yet. I know the journey is just getting started. I know, like, right now I'm just buckling up. I know, and I can feel it. But gratitude has seriously had a massive impact in my life. I was waiting to get this place where I'm in now, and if you guys have been following me for a while, then you will know I've been speaking about this on my channel for quite some time. But when I really started to be grateful for my old apartment and just look out the window and just really look at my apartment and just think, wow, like where I'm at right now is so beautiful. I am so blessed. Like, this place is so lovely and I can't wait to have more. But I'm so happy where I am now until the time comes where I'm going to be blessed with so much more. And I do believe that that's how I got my apartment, as well as being patient and praying and being grateful. I definitely believe that is how I got here now. So be grateful for what you have now. It's not about just the destination, it is about your journey, guys. The journey is a beautiful thing. I made a video the other day on my TikTok, and I spoke about we are also like hooked up on the destination, on reaching our goals, which is fine and well. We do need to be looking towards the future and aiming to reach our goals, but at the same time, you read a book and you read before all the things that are going to happen in that book. Well, let's just use, for example, you're going to read a book about Sarah, and throughout this whole book about Sarah is going to speak about everything she goes through, the things that she does, how she navigates around the world. So you read the book for this meaty bit of the book. You don't just read for the introduction, for the start of the book, and then to the end. You want to know what happens to Sarah, like, throughout the book. Like, so why are we not that interested in our meaty bit of our story? Like, why are we just interested in the end goal? This is our story, guys, and we are writing it ourselves. Even though it is written already, but we're not going to get into that today. But we have the ability to change it, though. We can put ourselves off course. I believe like everything that we are yet to achieve is already written, but we have the narrative to change it in a negative way if we do not stay on track. But it just takes me back to what I'm trying to say here, guys. The meaty bit of our story is one of the most important bits in our life. So you want to just really think about enjoying the journey, enjoying the ups, enjoying the downs, just being gentle on yourself and being, just being gentle on yourself, guys, because it's not easy. And I've been having this thing where people say like, it's my first time on this earth, and it's so true. It is our first time, and you know, we just have to be gentle and know that if you're doing your best, then that's all you can do, and that eventually we will reach our goals. But I say that all to say, stop being so hooked up on the end goal and think about what is happening now and how you can create a smooth sailing journey for yourself. Nothing's going to be completely smooth. There's going to be little hiccups and bumps along the way, but how can we keep it as smooth as possible? Guys, I wrote some notes on my phone, and it's like everything that I'm saying, like they almost align with each other. Like the points are just reading off together, like merging into each other. That's what I mean to say. But yeah, the next bit that this brings me to is accepting the things you can't change and change the things that you can. So we can't change the fact that it may rain tomorrow. We can't change it. So we need to accept it. We need to accept that even if it rains tomorrow, we still have the ability to go out and achieve what we wanted to achieve for that day. And what you can change is to do what you're meant to do that day. So yeah, guys, that one is this point is like very, very simple. It's very simple, but it's very hard to do sometimes, and it can be very challenging to do. No matter how much you get upset about it, no matter how much you feel bad about it, if you cannot change it, you cannot change it. If you can change it, you can change it. And it's a beautiful thing when you know you can change something. And we all have the right to not do something or to do something. So yes. The last point that I'm going to touch on, guys, is spending time with people that you love, but also learning to be alone. So again, guys, I'll be honest, I'm not sitting 100% comfortably with being all the time on my own. I'm not, I should say, but I'm working towards this. I'm also working towards being in touch, being in closer contact with family, with friends. For someone living with PTSD, it is sometimes difficult or challenging, I don't want to use the word difficult, challenging to stay connected with the people that you love and the people that love you, and you know, the important people in your life, because you can have tendencies of feeling disconnected. If you have PTSD or any other sort of mental health condition, then you will know what I mean. So yes, like I said, this point I'm working towards it, but in the same nutshell, I do thrive off being around other people. So it's kind of like a double-ended sword for me. But in life, it's all about just trying. It's about trying. It's about progression. It's about not put too much pressure on yourself and working towards your goals. So spending time with family, friends, people that you love is important, because it does make you feel connected. It does make you feel, it gives a sense of safety and belonging and love. connection. It just brings about a lot of love. Let's just call it love. It brings about a lot of love. And also the art of being alone is just as important, because we shouldn't just rely on human interaction to feel love, to feel connected to the earth, to the universe, to our creator. So that, like I said, is a double-ended sword, and we need to know the balance of being around other people but also being alone. Also knowing that you can go shopping by yourself, also knowing you can be in on a Saturday night on your own. So just remember that you are enough just on your own. We came into this world on our own, and we will go on our own. So being alone is something that you must learn to do. Like I said, I'm working on mine. It is difficult. It's not the most easiest thing to do, especially if you're not naturally like that. Yeah, guys, I don't know what else to say. That's the end of this video, guys, and I just thought this may help someone that feels like they're not sure which way to go, how to do things, how to level themselves up, how to stop doing certain things, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. All of like my social media links, stuff like that will be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have more videos coming up like this in the future. Also, I'm gonna have some hauls coming back, some more vlogs, and just more videos in general. The sun is starting to come out a little bit here in London, so hopefully we'll have enough daylight and stuff like that to have good quality videos. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.